Hi guys. I'm gonna try to record a video this way on the computer screen today and see how that works. So let me know what you think. So today we're going to be solving equations containing radicals, okay? So in this particular equation here, the first thing you have to do is make sure you isolate the radical, right? So to get your radical by itself here, we're going to be subtracting the 5 to the right side, right? So that gives you the radical x plus 1 equals 11, right? And then from there, you have to get rid of the radical. So what do I need to do to get rid of a radical? You're going to square it, right? That's the square root. So what you're going to do is you're going to square both sides, right? Because the square and the square root are going to cancel each other out, right? So then you'll get whatever's under it. X plus 1 equals 11 squared is 121. And then you just take it from there, subtract the 1 on the right side, and then you get x is 120. Okay? So that's how you would solve there. There will be times when I'll have you check for extraneous solutions, but right now I'm not going to have you check them at the moment. I'll let you know if I ever want you to check for extraneous. All right, so let me show you another kind. This is the same one. So this would be the same thing. You subtract the 4, you get the 1 on the right side, you square both sides, and then you solve. All right, so I'm going to move on because I have other ones I want to show you. All right, if something like this, again, the first step is you want to get your radical by itself. So what am I going to do to get that radical by itself? I'm going to divide both sides by 6, right? So I get the x plus 10 equals 7. Okay, they kind of skip a step there, but that equals 7, and then you're going to square both sides, and then you're going to get x plus 10 equals 49. So x is 39. Okay, again, if I were to have you check it, you would plug the x back in and check it, and it's good, but right now I'm not doing that. All right, here, now I have a cubed root. So just like if you want to get rid of a square root, you'd square it. If I want to get rid of the cube root, I'm going to cube it, right? So I'm going to cube both sides this time. So I'm going to get 3x minus 4 equals 2 cubed, which is 8. And then that's just a regular linear equation. You would get 3x equals 12, so x is 4. All right, so if I had a fourth root, I would put both sides to the fourth power. Fifth root to the fifth power, just to get rid of the root. Whatever the index. We already did one like that. There's another one. Oh, this is one I want to show you. Okay, so here. Now here, I'm not going to divide both sides by 3 to get rid of that because that's not going to do anything for me, right? So what I'm going to do is I got square roots now on both sides. These are 2 radicals. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to square both sides, right? Because as long as I do to one side, I have to do it to the other. I can do that. So I'm going to square both sides, but you're squaring everything. So on the left side here, you're going to get the 7x plus 2. On the right side here, you're going to get this square applies to the 3 and the radical. So I have 9, and then this, the square and the square root cancel. So I have times 3x minus 2. So be careful because this is 3 times that. So then you're going to have 9 times that. So you still have to keep distributing here and multiply that out. All right, so I have 7x plus 2 on the left side, and then this here is 27x, right, minus 18. And then we are just going to solve, right? So then I would subtract the 7 over here. I get 20x equals 20. So x is 1. Yeah? Yeah, we get it, Miss A. All right. Let's see. We did this. Have the answers to that? This will be the same kind of thing that I just showed you. And maybe I'll give you those for homework. So in this case, again, same thing. This time I'm going to cube both sides, right? Okay, so the cube and the cube root will go away. And I have the x plus 6. And then here, again, remember the cube applies to the 2 and to this. So we have 8 times x minus 1. And then we're going to distribute. And then we're just going to solve. Look at my daughter doing art project. Isn't she cute?
I'm on my third coat of the sunflower.
Cute. Okay, so yeah, that's that. And again, I'm not going to make you check right now. Okay, now also remember that, well, this is not really what I'm going to show you that. When you have exponents to another exponent, you're going to multiply the exponents, right? But that's, forget about that right now. Okay, so again, remember when I have something to the 1/3 power, that's the same as a cubed root, right? So if I have something to the 1/2 power, that's a square root. If I had to the 1/4 power, that's a 4th root. So in this case, you can just rewrite it as a cube root and then do what you gotta do. Cube both sides, right? And then you get 5x plus 7 equals 27. So x is 4. I don't know why that says factor right here. That doesn't make sense. Ignore that. So this one is just a simple problem, but I just wanted to show you that sometimes you're going to see it like that, and you need to know that that's a cube root, and then you got to take both sides by cubing it. Okay? What else? Let's see. We did that one already. Same thing. So that would be a square root. So I think I want to, let me see. All right, here's a situation where you're going to get two solutions, right? So here I'm going to square both sides, right, because this is a square root. In this case, they didn't write it as a square root. They just automatically squared both sides, which you can do also, same thing. So you're going to get 4x squared. Remember, the square means you square the 2 and you square the x because those are in parentheses. So I get 4x squared equals, this will cancel out, right? Because this is like to the first power. It's like a square root and a square. So you get 4x plus 8, okay? And then in this case, as soon as you see that x squared right here, you're going to tell yourself, oh, wait, this is going to be a quadratic. I'm going to get two solutions, right? So that means I'm going to put it in standard form. I'm going to subtract the 4x and subtract the 8, so I have it here in standard form. And then what can I do? Everyone, factor out the 4. So I'm going to factor out the 4, right, from each term. And then you can factor, and then you're going to solve for x, right? So x is 2 and -1. Okay, good. Here's another problem I'm going to show you. What am I going to do here? I'm going to square both sides, right? Because I want to get rid of that square root. But be careful, because when you square both sides, what are you going to have to do to this right side? You're going to have to FOIL that out. This is not 25 minus x squared, which is, you know what I hate when you guys do that. So on the left side, you get this here. On the right side, this needs to FOIL all the way out. So this is 5x squared times 5x squared in parentheses. And then you would just write it in standard form and then factor and solve. Okay? So just be careful of things, you know, like little things like that. Other than that, it's pretty much just basic algebra. So I think that's all I wanted to show you today. Let me just double check here. Yeah, these are what we all did. So I'm going to put, I'm going to put up an assignment for you guys for, that's due probably tomorrow, but I'll let you know. I'll let you know in the in the post when it's due. All right, have a great night. You want to see what my daughter's making? In case, you know, you're interested. A sunflower.
I drew it all by myself.
I know, you're awesome. All right, guys, have a great night.